so get the fuck up. So cover and duck, you're out of luck, we don't give up. Yeah, we're going up, next floor is us, you're riding with us.
ये पीछे म्यूजिक सुन रहे हैं? माइनक्राफ्ट इवेंट शुरू होने वाला है और मैं अपने दोस्तों को भेजने की पूरी कोशिश कर रहा हूँ। ओके, मैं अपने दोस्त को भी देखता हूँ क्या कर रहा है वो भी शायद लाइव स्ट्रीम कर रहा है। ओके यो गाइस, तो क्या हाल चाल है आप लोगों को? मेरे सब बढ़िया होगा। और अब माइनक्राफ्ट का इवेंट शुरू होने वाला है, सो आई एम रियली एक्साइटेड। ये बॉय, ये देखो, ओके माइनक्राफ्ट का इवेंट शुरू हो चुका है। एक सेकंड फुल स्क्रीन करने दो इवेंट को। ये ज्यादा तेज चल रहा है, वैसे भी चैट से कुछ ज्यादा मतलब नहीं है। एक सेकंड रुको। यस, अब चल रहा है ना। हेलो, मुझे नहीं, मंडे नु केड़ा एग्जाम है, छुट्टियां चल लग वही एग्जाम हो गए बादर, एग्जाम हो गया। ओके दो मिनट रुको। यस, अब ठीक है। हैशटैग नाइटबोर्ड, बिग फैन ऑफ नाइटबोर्ड। हैशटैग नाइटबोर्ड कहाँ है? चल नाइटबोर्ड को भी बुला लेता हूँ। ओके, तो हमारा इवेंट तो शुरू हो चुका है, पर हमारे जो दोस्त जी हैं वो नाइटबोर्ड चाहते हैं कि आए।
Welcome to Minecraft Live 2020.
Thank
I'm
you.
Lydia Winters, your host and chief storyteller for Mojang Studios.
Okay.
We're coming to you live from Stockholm, Sweden, the birthplace of Minecraft. Some of our amazing team members couldn't be here today, so we recorded the Minecraft Earth and Creator Tools segments in Redmond earlier this week.
Okay.
We are so thankful you're joining us.
Okay.
Before we get started, we want to acknowledge the number of challenges around the world right now.
How to vote पता
as
नहीं,
well as
अभी
the mental,
बताएंगे।
physical, and emotional toll those challenges are taking on all of us. With that in mind, we want to
Say hi to
give the
Nightbot.
opportunity today to take a breath, have fun,
हमें सांस नहीं लेनी,
enjoy
हमें
the
सब
games we
दिखाओ।
love, and celebrate all of you, our incredible Minecraft
रसोड़े में
community.
बिनोद था।
It won't all be
Lol.
easy.
How to
You'll have to
vote?
decide which mob to vote into the game.
Okay,
which,
बताओ कैसे?
based on votes in previous years, will be super tough. You'll not only get to hear about what's coming to your favorite Minecraft games, you'll also hear directly from the development teams. We want you to leave today knowing about the exciting additions coming to Minecraft and also why our team has made those decisions.
Okay.
An insider's look at what's
मुझे
brewing
भी नहीं
at
पता मैं ये
Mojang
क्यों देख रहा
Studios.
हूँ। मेरा जी कर रहा है।
Today,
मुझे वॉच
we're
टाइम
kicking
चाहिए।
things off with the announcement of the, we're going to tell you right now.
कौन सी अनाउंसमेंट? मेरी
Hi,
आवाज आ
Agnes
रही है?
and Brandon.
मेरी आवाज आ रही है? मेरी आवाज आ रही है? मेरी आवाज आ
Let's
रही
do
है?
this.
So, okay.
विनोद।
The next update is
मेरी
the
आवाज आ रही है?
update that we know that so many of you, and well, so many of us as well, has been wanting for such a long time.
कौन सा?
It's the Caves and Cliffs update.
Cave and Cliff? Caves and Cliffs? Cave and Cliffs? क्या? सबसे पहले सबटाइटल्स बंद करो। घटिया
It must
सबटाइटल्स।
feel amazing to be able to tell everyone that.
Seriously, like I'm
मुझे
so
नहीं पता।
excited about this. I mean, even before
मेरी
I
आवाज
joined
आ रही है ना?
Mojang,
ये
I was
चाहिए मुझे,
always
बस
thinking
बताओ।
about,
आ
like,
रही है?
when is the cave update gonna come? And this is it, but it's also got the cliffs as
वोल्फ
well.
गेमिंग
It's
क्या
got the
कर रहा है
mountains.
यार?
Like this is
क्या
such
कर रहा है
a
यार?
big
कैसी बातें कर रहा है?
update.
अच्छी
I'm
बातें
so
कर ले थोड़ी
excited.
बहुत।
How are you feeling, Agnes?
अच्छी बातें कर ले.
Hey, like, no, it's so good. So we have been working on this update for
तुम लोग
quite
सीधे
long.
point पे आओ.
I can't wait to tell everyone.
सीधे point पे आओ,
And now
okay?
just announced
सीधे
it.
point पे आओ.
It feels-
It's so
it's
we're actually
amazing.
getting our first live look at some reactions.
Okay, that's very cute.
So cute.
Those mobs are very, very excited. This year we asked
नहीं
some of our
मैं
communities
excited
to
हूँ.
submit
Mobs भी
questions
नहीं है.
that we'll
मुझे
answer
दिखाओ
across the
please.
show.
मुझे दिखाओ.
This first
क्या हो रहा है?
question definitely feels like something everyone wants to know.
Mi pregunta es, ¿por qué se han tardado tanto en actualizar las cuevas y cuándo llegarán? En verdad que hemos estado pidiendo esto por
सही
muchísimo
बात है यार. Caves अब
tiempo.
boring हो गई है. Caves में कुछ ज़्यादा बचा नहीं है यार.
Why?
Especially
has it
मेरे जैसे
taken
player के लिए
so
जो कि
long? Like
Minecraft
Brandon,
सालों
I've
से
been
खेल
waiting
रहा
a
है.
long time too.
Yeah, that's a very good question. So since this update really is the update, like we have been dreaming about it for so long.
साओ
So
बच्चा है.
it felt so
Oh,
important for us to
Nightbot
do
is
it
back.
right. Like we don't want to rush it. But
Okay.
now we feel it's the right time. Like we
तो
have
शुरू
spent
कर.
the time we need to
शुरू
really
कर.
like understand the vision we
शुरू कर.
have for the update, and also to make sure that we understand what the community actually wants. And we've also like planned around it to make sure that we really can work together with the community to
Play
make
Watch
this
Dogs
and
2
like
खेलेंगे
as
यार
epic
कभी
update
ना
as
कभी.
possible.
अभी मेरा
And we
Last
have
of Us के
also
ऊपर
hired some
and
new
RDR
amazing
2 के ऊपर
developers to the
focus है.
team.
वो.
And you're
उसके बाद
one
मैं
of the
देखूंगा ना
amazing
Watch Dogs.
developers, Brandon.
Yeah, I joined this year in January, and I actually came from the community. I used to do modding for 10 years. One of the first mods I work on was the Aether, which is like a dimension that added sky islands and stuff. And yeah, I'm just so happy to be here and work on an update this epic.
10 watching, yes, like कर दो सब लोग like.
We have
अंगूठा
another
छापो,
creator
अंगूठा.
question.
Start हो
Hi,
गया.
I'm the Pink Diamond Diva, and this is my question.
मैं तुझे नहीं
Are
जानता.
you making
मैं
the
तुझे
caves
नहीं
more
जानता, चल.
advanced for older players
Event
so they
शुरू
can mine
कर.
deep, or are you making them more accessible and easy to navigate for newer players?
Event शुरू कर. Event शुरू
Such a
कर.
great
मैं तुझे
question.
नहीं जानता. मुझे कोई problem नहीं है.
Yeah,
मुझे
I
कोई
mean,
question
with
नहीं
this
चाहिए.
update, we're
तुम
making
event
sure
शुरू
that we
करो.
can
मुझे
have as
उससे
much
मतलब है.
variation as possible within the actual caves themselves. But we want to make sure
हाँ,
that the
God
old
of War
caves are still
Ragnarok
retained as much as possible
And बहुत
to
सारी
keep
और भी
that
games हैं
classic
जिसके
feel.
कारण लूँगा. मैं चाहता हूँ कि
Yeah,
Last
and
of
we
Us Part
really
3 आए.
also
तो
looking
Last of
to
Us
make
Part
sure
3
that
के
we
लिए
have
मैं
something
लूँगा.
for everyone.
Shout
'Cause,
out. Clash
we
Gaming
have
YT,
such
shout
a
out.
huge community, and it's also a very diverse community, and that's such a beautiful thing.
अच्छा.
So we really want this
Thank
update
you,
to have
thank you.
something for
परे
everyone.
मार,
So
परे मार,
actually,
परे मार.
we made sure to map
अरे
all the
कुछ किसी को
features in the
बंदूक है,
update to
ये
different
शायरी है.
player styles to really see that we fulfill that goal.
That's so cool. And you had such a big thought process on how you decide what even goes into
Yes.
an update this big.
Wolf Gaming, shout out
have
to you.
spent
Clash
quite a
Gaming
lot
YT,
of
shout
time
out to
on
you.
just making sure that we have a very good like fundament for the update. For example, we did the player style mapping, and we've also worked with design pillars. So the design pillars, they kind of describe the vision of the update. So for example, they help us when we like prioritize between different features.
Sorry यार
and
RCR
also
कोई
when we
मतलब कि
define
ऐसा
each
नहीं है कि
specific
मैं कुछ
feature.
कह रहा हूँ. मैं
And we
Game
have
Awards
3
के लिए
pillars
बहुत
for this
excited हूँ,
update.
सही बताऊँ.
And the first one is
मैं
actually all
literally
about like this
11
spectacular
दिसंबर को
mountain,
सुबह
the
4
snowy
बजे
snow,
उठने
and
वाला हूँ
huge
सिर्फ Game
guns.
Awards की live stream
Because
करने
at
के लिए.
last year's live,
मैं हूँ
the
इतना
players
अच्छा देखा
voted
आपने.
for these features, and we felt like it's
Bye
so
bye, Last of
important
Us
to
is
deliver on
end.
that
हाँ,
promise.
होने वाली है, बहुत
So we
जल्दी
actually
हो
wanted to
जाएगी,
have
most
it as a
probably.
pillar.
प्रवेश का
And
best
another
friend है
pillar that we
उसको
actually integrated into this was adding
मैंने
strategy to
बिगाड़
mining.
था.
So of course
हाँ, सही
Minecraft
है,
already
जितनी
has plenty of strategy
बड़ी
in
हो जा
mining, but we
सिद्धि
wanted to
लॉल.
see if we could push that just a little bit further and add even more mechanics that make it interesting for players to mine in the caves.
Okay.
Yeah, and the third pillar is to create an underground of marvel for the players.
Nice.
And that pillar is a lot about like adding variation to the underground and like contrasts and like inspire players to like craft their own underground adventures and build underground.
Okay.
And one thing we have done to like fulfill this
सुबह
pillar
4
is
बजे,
that we
सुबह
have
4 बजे
added
उठने
new
वाला हूँ
cave
मैं.
biomes.
पता
And
नहीं
one
कौन
of
देखेगा
them
मेरे
is the
जैसा
lush
पागल ही होगा.
caves.
एंड 5:30 बजे लाइव स्ट्रीम शुरू हो जाएगी. तो मैं क्या करूंगा, मैं 4 बजे उठूंगा. पहले 10 मिनट मैं उठने की कोशिश करूंगा कि मैं खड़ा खुड़ा हो जाऊं. खड़ा खुड़ा होने के बाद मैं क्या करूंगा. ओके, अब असली चीज शुरू हुई है. खड़ा खुड़ा होने के बाद मैं क्या करूंगा, मैं ना एक सेकंड, ये नया अपडेट है. मैं ब्रश करूंगा, नहाने जाऊंगा, खाना खाऊंगा, तैयार होऊंगा, लाइव स्ट्रीम सेट करूंगा और बिल्कुल 5:30 बजे मैं लाइव जाऊंगा एकदम एग्जैक्टली. एक्चुअली मैं ना 5:27 पे लाइव शुरू करूंगा और 3 मिनट में लोगों के आने का वेट करूंगा और 5:30 पे स्टार्ट करूंगा. यार PS3 विच करने
beautiful.
और तुम
Doesn't
कर सकते हो
feel
ऐसे डाउनलोड तो कर
game-like.
सकते हो PS3 में डायरेक्टली गेम्स
Yeah,
पर
I
उसके
mean,
लिए
we
तुम्हें
wanted to make
PlayStation
sure
स्टोर से
that,
जाके
of course,
खरीदनी पड़ेगी
in Minecraft, all
जेलब्रेक
the
पे डायरेक्ट
original
डाउनलोड का
caves,
ऑप्शन नहीं
they're
है
pretty much the same. There's not much variation in terms of vegetation or different features inside of it. So for this, we wanted something which is a bit more like light and lush and actually has vegetation. And I mean, I think it looks amazing.
It's gorgeous. What was the inspiration behind it?
ऐसे हो कुशानवीर
We were
सीखो
thinking about okay, how should you feel when you are in a lush cave, and we wanted to be like so you feel like very tiny inside like a big garden or big forest. So like when you look up, it's actually like vegetation above you, it's vegetation around you. And one source of inspiration we had is actually a Swedish painter called Jon Bauer, because in his paintings it's always, or often at least, like a tiny character, and then it's like huge forest, and you see like the bottom of the trees because the vegetation is like,
yes.
so big compared to the character.
And you're adding so
Within
many
our
new
massage,
plants
please.
in the
Nahi.
lush caves.
Yeah, so I don't know if you saw, but there was this new tree
Dar
that
itni
was
to dar
actually
nahi lagna,
above
main
on the
tan to
overworld,
dasada, main
and
vidina
this is called
darna
an
nahi ho.
azalea tree. So it's a unique type of tree
Unne
that
bahut sari movies
it'll be
dekhi,
easy to
unne
spot for
darne
players. And if you actually find this and start going down its
are
roots,
you?
you will find a lush cave there. So this is another part of adding
Kushan.
strategy to mining, where there are certain landmarks which will allow you to understand what you're doing in the game.
It's cool. And another one of the new blocks is a block called Spore Blossom. And it's that you maybe saw it in the video. It's a big pink flower that you find in the roof of the lush cave. And it will drip particles from that flower, but it will also
Okay.
actually feel like a big volume around it with particles. So it's similar
Sorry,
to
yes,
the particles that
thank
we
you.
added to the nether biomes in the nether update. But the cool thing
second,
here
my
is
position
that you
is
can move the flower if you want to and get these particles anywhere you want in your world. So you can actually be very creative with that.
That's so awesome. And the lush caves have a real glow to them from one of the plants.
Yes.
Okay.
So there are vines in the in the lush caves,
Okay.
and they have glow berries on them, and these are actually a light source. And you can also pick
Make
them
your
and
face
eat them
little
if you
bit
want
big,
to.
okay?
Nice.
Yes.
Can't
And
go
another
with the
plant we
thumb,
actually
can't go
have
with it.
is the drip leaf plant. And you can actually see that they can kind of grow from like water or anywhere else. And they grow quite tall, but they have like a little plant on the top that you can actually hop onto. So the idea of the mechanic behind it is that the
Little
leaf
big.
will actually tilt down when you stand on it too long. So this will actually make you fall through. However, after a few seconds, it'll come back up. So it's kind of this like platforming block that allows you to just, continue platforming over and over again, which I hope is really exciting for, content creators making maps.
Yeah,
ये
yeah,
सही
you
है
can
भाई,
build, like,
बहुत
your own
खतरनाक लगा। ये
platforming
मुझे actually
levels,
खतरनाक लगा।
and then they will repair themselves. That's kind of
Yeah.
neat.
Actually मुझे ये खतरनाक लगा, ये वाला
It's
upgrade.
so beautiful in there. And there's actually a mob
और?
coming to the lush caves.
Game खेलो please,
There
नहीं
is,
यार ये
but we will actually not tell you about this mob
यार ये
now,
game नहीं है, ये मैं
because in
game
the
नहीं खेल
end
रही, ये
of
मैं
the
live
show we
event
will
का
show
reaction दे रहा हूँ,
even
जैसे
more
मैं PlayStation के
features coming to
showcase
the
का
Caves
दिया
and
था।
Clips update, and then we're gonna show that mob.
There
This is
so
the
much.
first time we have so much that we're actually splitting the update section into two.
जो ये
at the
सोचना है कि मैं
beginning
game
and
खेलूंगा
towards
तो
the end of
आज
the
game
show.
नहीं खेल रहा।
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so exciting.
You've also worked on improving the cave generation.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so as you can see here, I mean,
खतरनाक
this
कर
is
दी cave
drastically
generation।
different
अब
to
मुझे
what
थोड़ा
caves
interest
used to
बन रहा
look like. And there's definitely still the old style of caves, but we wanted to make sure that there was much more variety in the sort of caves and the shapes and the sizes you could get.
Okay.
And even here, you can see that there's some water underground.
Yes. So we actually added something we call local water levels. So in one cave you might find like a cave lake, and another cave might not have that one. And this also means that we get naturally generated waterfalls, which is so pretty. And it also kind of gives like new ways to traverse the underground. You can actually go cave
I'm leaving
rafting.
by.
Yeah,
Groove
so you'll see in a
hard
bit
dicker.
that our
Yes.
player here will actually use
I
a
should
boat
watch
to
real live
raft.
stream.
And that is just such an
नहीं, नहीं.
exciting opportunity
Real
to
में
be
देख, मेरे
able
साथ ही कर।
to traverse the caves
मेरे
in a
साथ ही
very
देख।
different way than you used to.
Yeah, we actually
Caves
we were
बदल दी यार
playtesting,
actually
and
इन्होंने।
then one of the
Caves
guys
में
like,
इतना पानी कभी नहीं
look
था।
at this, it's so fun, and all of us just started to go with the boat on the waterfall. It was a lot of fun.
So another thing to note here is that you could see that a lot of the ores were actually glowing. This is
कितना bro,
just for
सही यार।
preview purposes. Ores aren't going to glow now. It's just that the caves tend to be quite dark, and we want to make sure that players can see the shapes of the cave.
Now, will that only be
Bro,
for
lassi
the
mila,
like
bro.
normal caves, or will this run across all of the new cave biomes?
Okay.
So the really cool thing is that like the new cave shapes and sizes is completely independent from the new biomes. So that means that we have so much variation. Because for example, a lush cave can, for example,
पता नहीं यार।
in a super narrow tunnel.
मुझे नहीं पता
but
यार
it
एक्चुअली
can
सही
also
बताऊं तो
generate in,
इनकम
like, a
मेरे हाथ
huge
में नहीं है, ये
cavern,
तुम्हारे हाथ
and
में
that
है कि
creates
तुम मुझे
completely
कितना
different
व्यू दोगे,
atmospheres,
कितने
but still
देर
the
मुझे
same
देखोगे,
biome. So we, yeah,
तुम
we're really
मेरी
gonna have
एड्स कितने
lots of
टाइम देखोगे,
variation on
पूरी
the ground
देखोगे,
now.
स्किप
You've
करोगे
been
या
calling
फिर एड
2
ब्लॉकर
of
यूज करोगे
the,
तो
the different cave types,
इनकम जो होगी वो
spaghetti
मेरे हाथ में
and
नहीं है, वो
Swiss
तुम्हारे हाथ में है
cheese,
एंड यूट्यूब
like
के हाथ में है, वो
that's
मेरे
how
हाथ में नहीं है.
varied the caves could be.
Yes, I mean, there are so many different variables of how the variation
और
works.
मैं बता
and,
दूं
I
जो
mean, it
लोग
has
चैट
even
में है
more
ना, मैं उनको
variation
बता दूं
than
कि
the
आपको
overworld
लाइव स्ट्रीम
itself.
10
It's just
सेकंड्स
crazy.
लेट
It's
पहुंच
a
रही है
lot.
ड्यू
Yeah,
टू
some of the
क्योंकि
caves,
मैं
for
अपने घर पे
example,
बैठा हूँ और
really
आपको
cool
रिसीव होने में 10
pillars, and
सेकंड्स का
some are
टाइम
more
लग रहा है,
like
तो आपको 10
flat,
सेकंड
some
लेट
are
पहुंच रही है
tall.
लाइव स्ट्रीम, ये याद रखो.
Lots of variation.
Very nice. And you have another new cave
हाय
biome
इंडियन
to show
गेमर.
us.
Yes, so we have the
मिनिमम
dripstone
इनकम
cave biome.
मिनिमम होगी
And whenever I
$0,
think about the idea of
Maximum
a
होंगी
cave
unlimited.
update, the image of
तुम्हारे हाथ में है.
stalagmites and stalactites comes into my head. But
कैसे
adding
हो
these
आप
are
ठीक हो
pretty
यार?
difficult. You know, it's a very unique shape that Minecraft isn't really accustomed to. But I think the way that the artist put it into Minecraft works quite well. And of course, there's some mechanics surrounding this, so you can see that someone destroyed the block up the top, and so the dripstone fell down. And also, unfortunately for this zombie here, if you fall on these dripstones, you
Stripstone.
Or zombie.
इसकी तो कमी
There's
थी,
another
यही तो चाहिए
interesting
था.
mechanic in the dripstone caves.
Yes, so maybe you saw in the video that, like from the stalactites,
Remaster
you
तो
could
कभी
see
भी
that
उसे
it was, like,
भूलेगा
dripping
नहीं, love.
water. So actually, if you put a cauldron under a stalactite, it will
Free
fill up
watching,
with
no
water.
problem.
So it's renewable water.
Okay.
And how do you remember which is stalactites and stalagmites?
Well, that's a very good question. It has been very tricky to remember that, but I think I learned. So we actually, it's hold on tight to stalactite. I was going to say the wrong one.
You are changing the topic,
stalactite
bro.
is in the roof, and
No.
stalagmite is on the floor.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We've been
टॉपिक
practicing
चेंज नहीं कर रहा.
all of us.
For a long time, like even.
बड़े तेज
That's
हो रहे हो.
something really amazing in this
ये
update
Minecraft के
for
update में
sort of
आएगा, अगले
redstone
update में आएगा ये
engineers
Minecraft
out there.
Yes, so we've actually been thinking about this redstone block that lives in the deep dark, a new biome at the deepest depths of the world. We're not going to talk about this biome too much today, but we are going to show some of the blocks and maybe later a mob that comes from it. So if we look at the video, we can actually see that it's basically this growth, and this is called the skulk blocks. And one of the blocks is called the skulk sensor. This is the new redstone block. As you can see, when you place or destroy a block, or if you have footsteps, it'll actually detect the vibrations around and then emit a redstone signal. So this is going to be very interesting for redstone players. We even have a mechanic around it where you can actually use wool
एक
with
redstone
wool
player
occlusion to essentially
बहुत
prevent
खुशी की बात
signals
है.
from being able to
Goodbye strings.
get
Strings
into
का
the
काम
skulk
खत्म. अब
sensor.
मुझे
So
strings
let's
की
take a
जरूरत
look at
नहीं
that now.
पड़ेगी. बहुत सिंपल है, बस इस ब्लॉक को प्लेस करना है and done.
And as you can see here, I walked
ये मुझे-
next
ये
to
मेरे
the
बहुत
skulk
काम आएगा.
sensor, and it's
भाई
actually kind of
moderator
doing
कौन
an
है?
infinite loop where the
Nightbot है
piston is
फिलहाल.
causing a vibration, and then it's activating the skulk sensor and going over and over again. But here, I've actually put a wool block in between the piston, which prevents the signal from going to the skulk sensor. This can allow you to even do sort of directional skulk sensors where you can put wool blocks on each side and only allow it to detect vibrations in front of it. And vibrations can be so many different things. You know, it can be a
Arjun Gamer.
snowball,
Yes,
a
thank you
hit,
यार
it
अर्जुन
could be
सिंह
an arrow,
कि
it
तुमने मेरे
could be
ऊपर वीडियो बनाई. मैं
footsteps, it
उसका
could be
रिएक्शन
blocks,
जरूर डालूंगा.
anything.
टेंशन की बात नहीं है, मैं उसका
So
रिएक्शन
cool.
डालूंगा.
Yeah.
And another thing, we had a bit of a happy accident with this because we realized that we get wireless redstone thanks to the skulk sensor.
Yes.
So, and we didn't even plan to add it, but then when we started playtesting, we're like, wait, we got wireless redstone, and that's so
मैं रेडस्टोन
exciting.
प्लेयर हूँ,
And
मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ी बात
well,
है.
you can just build so many
बहुत
cool things
मेहनत
with
करनी
that.
पड़ती
So
है
I'm excited
इतना
to
सा
see what the
करने के लिए.
community will build.
इसने
Yeah, you're
बहुत
really
आसान बना
looking
दिया
for
है.
community feedback to make sure this like feels
नहीं
great
तूने
for
कुछ मिस नहीं
everyone.
किया, बस कुछ
Absolutely.
थोड़े
I think
बहुत
because
अपडेट्स
this is
दिखाए.
such a unique mechanic, we really want to make sure that we get it right. And, you know, we love the redstone community and we want to make sure that we do it right. So any
Man,
feedback you
big-
have,
big
any
boss नहीं
ideas,
है.
send it to us
मैं
and
नींद आ रही है,
we'll
मैं
work
लेट
with
रहा
you
हूँ.
to make this the best block that it can be.
And now we said there's another mob coming later, but I think it's time
Sponsor.
for a new mob coming to the Caves and Cliffs update.
Okay.
It is. And this is a very scary mob. And it lives in the deepest of the underground, in the deep dark. And this is a very dark place. And the cool thing is that this mob is very well adapted to the environment. So it can't see anything. So it's the first blind mob in Minecraft. And that's very interesting because it gives such interesting
Clickers!
mechanics. So instead,
Last of
it
Us
will
wale
react to
clickers.
vibrations, just like the skulk sensor block. So, if you aren't very careful when you walk around in the deep dark, you might upset that mob.
Yeah, with this mob, we really wanted to make sure that we kind of recaptured that feeling of the first night of Minecraft. And we can often forget that Minecraft can be a pretty scary game. So we wanted to make sure that we could kind of go back to that. I mean, caves can be scary. They're dark. And all I'm going to say is that when you go into the deep dark, I want to make sure that you're very quiet and watch closely for the warden.
Okay. वार्डन कहाँ पर है? वार्डन कौन है? ओह, डहाका? डहाका क्यों लग रहा है मुझे यार? मम्मी मुझे डर लग रहा है। डर लग रहा है लिटरली। ये सही कहा, पर अभी एक केव का नया मॉब डाल रहे हैं। कैंडल्स? एक्चुअली माइनक्राफ्ट में ना इनको टॉर्चेस का एक अपडेट डालना चाहिए कि जैसे बारिश पड़े टॉर्चेस बुझ जाए, थोड़ा रियलिस्टिक बनेगी गेम। भाई डर लग रहा है, डर लग रहा है, डर लग रहा है, डर लग रहा है। अच्छा आ गया वो मॉब। अच्छा ये मॉब, ये तो डहाका का भाई लग रहा है। ओके, इसे कैसे मारना है? ये तो लगता ही नहीं मरने वाला है। अच्छा, इसके हार्ट भी है, तो हार्ट पे मार के ये क्या डायरेक्ट हेड है कि हार्ट पे मार के ये अचानक ही मर जाएगा? ओह तेरे की भाई, तगड़ा मौका है। इसका डैमेज कितना है?
What did we just see?
It's a very different mob. I'm really excited for this because not only is it trying to be scary, it's, we had to keep a balance to it. It was very challenging to design a mob like this. Another thing that's really important to note is in that video, I was wearing full netherite armor, so it's very powerful. You definitely want to watch out. Yeah.
Which I think also is such an interesting
Netherite armor!
Because, if you want to, you can avoid it, but then you need to really be careful, sneak all the time to not make any kind of movement that it will detect. But that's a lot of fun, and it's feels scary, but in the good way.
And you wanted to kind of take everyone back to that first night experience with the warden.
Absolutely. I mean, I had such an amazing experience when I first played Minecraft. It was terrifying listening to zombies underneath my house and in the caves, and hopefully we can bring that back to players, but 10 years later.
Yeah. But that will be just amazing because you hear so many
lovely
first night stories. It's such a big thing, and I also very fond of my first night in Minecraft. So
और कुछ नहीं यार, कुछ मॉब्स तो मतलब कि इन्होंने काफी अच्छे अपडेट्स डाले हैं क्लिप्स एंड केव्स के। पसंद आए मुझे एक्चुअली, क्योंकि अब केव बोरिंग नहीं रहेगी। और आज की लाइव स्ट्रीम में कुछ ऐसा आया जो कि बहुत मुझे इंटरेस्टिंग लगा, तो मैं माइनक्राफ्ट की सीरीज फिर से रिज्यूम करूंगा।
How does scariness look in Minecraft? Because we wanted to be very scary, and we didn't want to take away from the scariness, but we felt let's add some derpiness to it. So it's like a mix. So for example, we added the mouth. I love the mouth. And some actually reacted oh, it's so cute, which I think it's more scary, but I think we find the perfect balance.
Yeah, absolutely.
It really has character.
Yes, definitely. Well, you've been sitting up here. You just announced an update that everyone has been waiting for, and we actually have some tweets that have come in.
Oh,
That's awesome.
okay, that's amazing to see. So much excitement. Oh, even more tweets. So
खतरनाक.
it's lovely. It's like we really developed this game together with the community, and now to see that people are so happy, that feels so good.
Yeah, honestly, it's such a privilege to work on a game like this and an update like this, and we just love this game and we want to make the best
Yeah.
update that we can for
सही
everyone.
सही है.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Agnes and Brandon. That was a lot of amazing new things. Don't forget that we have another segment full of even more cave updates later on in the show. Now let's head over to our Minecraft Live correspondent, Vu Bui. I
Okay.
hear he has a first look at something you all voted into the game
That
last
Monster
year.
War song सही है भाई. Minecraft Live correspondent.
Hello, Minecrafters
Yeah.
of the world. I'm Vu Bui, and I'm here once again to
Actually
help
मैं
all
तुम
of
लोगों
you
को ना
at
एक
home to
फन
choose a
बात
mod
बताता
that will
हूँ.
go
फनी बात.
into
मैंने ना
Minecraft.
Minecraft ना 2
But
सालों से नहीं
first,
खेली थी.
we
तो
have a
याद है
message
जब
from our
पिलेजर
good
आया था
friend
मेरी
Max
पहली वीडियो में
Brooks,
मेरे सामने,
author of
मैंने
our
कहा था ये
first
विच है. मैं
Minecraft
सोच रहा था
novel
ये
with
क्या
some
है, क्योंकि ना
exciting
मैंने 2
news.
सालों से नहीं खेली थी.
Hey, Minecraft
एंड तब
community.
उन्होंने
It's
बीच
Max
में
Brooks,
पिलेजर डाल दिया.
author of
पहले पिलेजर
Minecraft,
नहीं हुआ
The
करता था.
Island.
तो
Thank you so
मैं
much
अचानक
for
डर गया. मैंने कहा
embracing
2018 में
my
लास्ट टाइम
book.
खेली
And I
तब
hope you
नहीं
enjoy
था.
the sequel,
मुझे लगा कि विच का शायद कोई
Minecraft,
अपडेटेड
The
चीज होगी. फिर मुझे पता
where
लगा
our
कि
character
पिलेजर है.
leaves the
अच्छा
island and
ये बात
paddles to
है.
a strange snow-covered world.
अब ये
and
वनीला
discovers
माइनक्राफ्ट नहीं लग रहा.
another
सही कहा यार.
castaway. And together,
वनीला
the
बहुत
two of them
मजेदार
have
है.
to find their way home. Minecraft The Mountain, coming out in 2021, available for pre-order right now.
कौन सा
And
मैं-
as always, thank you for embracing all Minecraft books.
That sounds awesome. Another Minecraft novel, and this one's called The
मैंने
Mountain.
खरीदनी.
Speaking of mountains, remember last year's vote? It was a fierce competition, but the mountains
Phantom.
won after 2 intense rounds of voting. Well, I have a sneak peek into what your vote is bringing to Minecraft on the cliff side of the Caves and Cliffs update. Goats. They're both
Goats?
mischievous and adorable at the
Correct.
same time. As you can see, they
Goats?
live on the mountains. And if you aren't careful, they might knock you off.
तेरे की भाई.
They also have
Salami do.
excellent jumping skills.
तेरे की भाई गोट है या
We'll
खरगोश?
also get better mountain generation with spectacular and more dramatic
bro, how are you? I'm
mountains
good,
with
man.
height-dependent generation.
bro.
That means things like tree lines and mountaintops that will be more challenging with lots of snow and ice. And speaking of snow,
T launcher.
yes, it
T
will be
launcher हमारा
snowier.
savior है.
We will also have a new block called powder snow,
Powder
which will
snow?
be a kind of trap block. It looks similar to snow, but if you or a mob walk on it, you will fall right through. Now let's talk about this year's vote. We have 3 awesome mobs for you to choose from.
बताओ,
and to
बताओ.
introduce them, we once again have Tiny Agnes and Tiny Jens. Let's see what they have to show.
Okay. Moblue. Moblue.
Bees and moblooms are friends, just like we are. Right, Agnes?
These friendly cows live in the flower forest biome, yellow
Snow,
as
yes,
sunshine
snow,
and
lol.
covered in beautiful flowers. What's not to like about these beautiful bovines?
We are friends, right, Agnes?
Why do we have to record these videos on an actual mountain? They are animated.
I so
The
love it.
Isologer is a new illager that lives on mountain tops. It's a hostile mob that attacks you with clouds of flying ice.
You did pack the supplies we need to survive the night up here, right,
Yeah.
Jens? Do you ever wish Minecraft's oceans were glowier?
Not me. I always wish for world peace.
Sure you do. Well, wish
ऐड
no
करना
more.
चाहिए. सही कहा
Meet
यार.
the glow
Volcanoes
squid.
भी ऐड करने चाहिए.
Wow.
Glowy. Glow
What
करते
was I
हैं.
meant to say again? Vote for Minecraft?
Can't talk.
ये भी बात सही है.
Must
वॉल्केनो से
admire
खराब हो जाएगा.
glow.
Because कई सारे
Agnes,
मोबाइल एंड
Jens,
पीसीज होंगे जो कि वॉल्केनो को
really
झेल नहीं पाएंगे. उसकी जो रेंडरिंग होगी, जो उसके इम्पैक्ट्स होंगे, वो झेल नहीं पाएंगे.
so
और माइनक्राफ्ट का
tiny,
जो वर्ल्ड है
and
वो
they're
खराब
so
हो जाएगा.
susceptible to
तो
distraction.
वॉल्केनोज सही
Hopefully
बताऊं तो
that
नहीं
won't
ऐड करने
happen to
चाहिए.
you.
बिकॉज बहुत सारे
Now
डिवाइसेस
let's
हैं
go
जो
over-
वॉल्केनोज को झेल नहीं पाएंगे.
Hello? Oh, hi, Tiny Agnes. Yeah, no, I'm live right now. Okay. Well, you really shouldn't read too many internet comments. But okay,
नहीं अच्छा नहीं रहेगा.
Okay, bye.
Remaster को एक point है. कई सारे
Tiny
devices उसे
Agnes
झेल
would
ही नहीं
like
पाएंगे.
everyone to know that she and Tiny Jens are, in fact, good friends. Okay, where was I? And why do people keep leaving phones around the studio? Now, let's go over how you can be a part of what is likely to be an epic showdown.
Okay.
Don't let this decision be made without your voice. Be ready to cast your votes.
Okay.
First, make sure you have a Twitter account. If you don't, go to twitter.com, sign up for an account, and make sure you're logged in. I'll let you know when the voting starts. Then you'll need to go to the Minecraft Twitter account to find the latest poll.
Okay.
Think carefully, debate with your friends and family, make a decision,
मैंने
then
retweet भी
click
कर
on
दिया.
the mob you want to make it into Minecraft. There will be 2 voting sessions, and I'll let you know when each one begins. For now, just be ready and keep dreaming of victory for your favorite mob.
Okay, done. MC का सर्वर भाई मेरा इतना बजट नहीं है कि मैं सर्वर बना सकूं. Can my PC?
And I'm the gameplay producer from Minecraft.
Volcanoes की बात कर रहे हैं. Volcanoes वो ऐड नहीं कर
I'm so
रहे.
excited to be a part of Minecraft Live this year.
वो वैसे कर नहीं पाएगा. बाजी एक की देख
our amazing community.
यार
It's
एक
been so
इवेंट
fun
है,
seeing what
इवेंट
you've been doing
है.
with the game. I've seen
मैं भी
lots of
ready हूँ.
creation shared each week,
तूने तभी
and
तो
I wish I were that
glowing
creative.
sword.
I mean, wow.
मुझे एक्चुअली वो आइस
While
वाला बहुत
everyone has
पसंद
been
आया.
discovering new hobbies, I have
पर
been
glowing
logging
squid
in
का
each
यार
day to
squid का
collect a
यार
new
मजा ही अलग
adventure
है. मतलब कि
crystal,
ocean में
which
जाओ
lets
सब
me
कुछ
play
glow
life-size
glow
adventures
glow
in
glow.
augmented reality in various parts of my home. My dogs are very confused, to say the least. It seems like I'm not the only one who's been going on lots of adventures. We've had more than 5 million adventures played throughout early access. Holy moobloom, that is amazing! I've also been completing season and daily challenges to collect mobs, even more adventure crystals, and exclusive character creator items that can also be used in Bedrock. Sometimes, when the weather is just right in my house, lightning strikes and a new mob is made. Later this month, we have 2 new mobs joining Minecraft Earth, and I hear they're going to make
मेरे पास
quite
actually
a
Minecraft Earth
splash.
है. मैं उसे खेलता हूँ.
Speaking of mobs,
घर पे.
our beloved
अब जो ये
Moobloom from
पीछे
Minecraft
बेड है ना
Earth has
इसके
a
ऊपर
chance
सब
to
कुछ
be
बिल्ड
brought
करता
into
हूँ मैं.
vanilla.
ये जो पीछे
How
बेड
cool
है.
is that? Now,
ये जो पीछे
I'm
बेड है
not
ना
going to
ये
tell you who
इसके
you
ऊपर
should
सब
vote
कुछ बिल्ड
for,
होता है.
but what I
Minecraft
am
Earth में
saying
सब कुछ
is
इसके ऊपर बिल्ड
one
होता
of
है.
these mobs is
मैं
definitely
इसके ऊपर
way
चढ़ जाता
more
हूँ और
adorable
खेलता
than
रहता
the
हूँ. फिर मैं
rest.
नीचे छलांग
So
मार देता हूँ जब
choose
TNT मिल
wisely.
जाता है.
In our last couple releases, you may have noticed that we added slime
हाँ
balls and
सही कहा
slime
यार.
blocks.
Shaders के साथ मस्त लगेगा
With that,
Squid.
I'm super
नवी
excited to let you
Minecraft
know
आ रही
that
नहीं
we're
यार.
adding
Minecraft का
pistons
नवा
and sticky
update आ रहा
pistons to
है.
Minecraft Earth. Be on the lookout next week for a content update, and I can't wait to see the awesome creations you
you are
make
big
with
fan of
blocks,
Minecraft, okay.
items, and now
मैं
redstone
भी हूँ.
contraptions.
थोड़ा बहुत fan हूँ.
Our friends Mumbo, Jumbo, and Grian recently
ज़्यादा
took a
बड़ा नहीं
Minecraft
हूँ.
Earth road trip and made their
मैंने
own
काफी बार
awesome
complete मार
creations.
लिया ना.
Let's get a sneak peek at what
आज
they
तक एक ही
discovered.
गेम है जिसको मैंने बहुत
Hello
बार कंप्लीट
everyone,
मार
my
लिया पर
name's
फिर भी मैं
Mumbo,
बोर
this is
नहीं
my friend
हुआ.
Grian,
Well,
and
Last of
this
Us.
is my
That's my-
1974
उसकी story इतनी
VW
better
bus.
है.
There's
क्या
no
करें?
air conditioning, there's no heating,
Okay.
there's no radio, there's no anti-locking brakes, no power steering.
I've owned it for about 4 years, and to be frankly honest, it's pants. Times were definitely different in the 1970s, so it's
Redstone
ridiculously
creation में
slow,
बताऊंगा यार
and it's
बाद में.
definitely lacking some of the modern comforts you would usually expect to find in a car these days.
Okay.
We are embarking on a grand tour of England, going from the south coast up to Wales, and it's going to take us 3 whole days.
I'll be honest, Grian, mate, would you class that as a grand tour?
Well, yes, we have no
Okay.
radio, so it's going to feel a lot longer.
5 लोग देख रहे हैं भाई. फिर क्या हुआ
You
यार?
see,
5
this
लोग
isn't a
देखने
regular
दो.
road trip in a
10
rubbish
लोग
old
देख
van.
रहे हैं
This is a
10
Minecraft
लोग.
Earth road trip in a rubbish old van. With Minecraft Earth being a game you can play on the move,
Just a
we thought we would
raid.
travel to a bunch of different
मतलब यार
locations in
10
the
लोग
UK.
देख रहे हैं. क्या
Some of
raid
them are
मारूंगा यार
iconic,
मैं?
some of them just feel very Minecrafty, and some of them are barely linked to Minecraft
Oh,
at all.
llama.
But we just
Asli
really
llama.
wanted to go to them, so we did.
असली लामा भी थूकता है लॉल.
We also had to go integrating
असली लामा भी
Minecraft Earth
थूकता है
with
मुझे ऐसा
real
लगा.
life.
Play some
Minecraft
games.
Earth Frisbee
Play
is a
Among
bit of
Us
a
खेलो ना
challenge.
भाई. No, you are noob. Thank you.
Sorry.
Minecraft Earth Badminton can be quite
यार
dangerous
क्या
to
था पर यार
onlookers.
अचानक आया बट बकवास you are watching Minecraft देख रहा हूँ
And
Minecraft
real
बकवास
life
लग रही थी
sandbox
और
are
हमने क्या होना
alarmingly
Minecraft
difficult
बकवास
to
लग रही
construct.
If I just film this angle, there we
No,
go. There's
thank
our,
you.
Our sand block.
All in all, though, the road trip was a huge success and we had a lot of
La-
fun. You can
Outlast
expect
ना?
to see the full-length episodes
दिखाता
appearing
हूँ.
on our channels very, very soon.
ये देखो
Wow, it looks like Mumbo Jumbo and Green had
Outlast.
quite the
आज मैंने
Minecraft
बैठ के
adventures.
Outlast install
At
मारी
Mojang Studios,
दिख रहा
we've
है?
also been
एक second
making
रुकना.
more original content than
देखना.
ever before on our
आज मैंने
Minecraft
बैठ के
YouTube channel.
Outlast
Our
डाउनलोड
goal
मार
is
के
to
इंस्टॉल
create
मारी
shows
सिर्फ
that
खेलने
give
के
you
लिए
inside
मैं इसकी
knowledge
लाइव स्ट्रीम
directly from
करूंगा
our team.
जरूर करूंगा
We're even giving
मंडे को
away
प्लान है
all of our
आउटलास्ट का
secrets
ट्यूसडे
in
को
a
फिर
new
से लास्ट
series
ऑफ अस के
called
शेड्यूल
How
पे
We
आएंगे
Make
बिकॉज उसे
Minecraft,
मैं जल्दी से जल्दी
which honestly
खेलना चाहता
feels sort of
हूँ एक दिन
risky.
आउटलास्ट
And
एक दिन
guess
लास्ट
what?
ऑफ अस
We
एक
have
दिन
lots
आउटलास्ट एक
more
दिन लास्ट
awesome
ऑफ अस ये
Minecraft
चलेगा
content on the way. Here's a look at what shows you'll find on our channel.
ओके दिखाओ
Here's 10 things you didn't know about me.
Yo to the yo-yo. My name is Jens, I'm here.
Wait, no! Stop!
Among Us खेलो
How
ना
can
यार
Steve punch cactus without getting hurt?
I know cactus has.
Among Us भी है मेरे पास है Among Us मैं कर चुका हूँ इसकी लाइव स्ट्रीम
Everyone
Dev
starts
Diaries.
panicking.
Please like and subscribe.
No!
I always wanted to say that.
No!
But really, you should. It's good stuff. In 2017, you voted for the terror that is the Phantom, and I personally have not forgiven you for that. In 2018, the Taiga won your vote with fantastic foxes. Last year, it was the mountains with our soon-to-be friends, the goats. What will you, the Minecraft community, do this year?
Among Us है मेरे
Let's
पास मैंने
review our
इंस्टॉल मार रखी
choices
है भाई
once more. I was inspired by
फिर से
some of the
कब करोगे
amazing
Among Us?
handcrafted
Among Us की
things
मैं
I've seen
करूँगा
made by our community over
Actually
the
Among
years.
Us ना मेरी वीकेंड गेम होगी
So I decided to
आज
make
भी
my
weekend है,
own
but ये चल
versions
रहा
of
है।
our three mob choices. Hi, babies. For illustrative purposes. I think I did a pretty great job.
मैं से बताऊँ ये सब
3
लोग ये
months
आइस वाले को चूज
each.
करेंगे मैं बता रहा हूँ
Anyway,
पहले।
all the way from Minecraft Dungeons, we have the Iceologer. They make clouds of ice that smash down on whomever they are attacking. Not quite as
मैंने अभी
chill as they look.
Minecraft Dungeons
From
खेली नहीं है
Minecraft
मैंने
Earth, we
इंस्टॉल
have
मार
the
रखी है मैंने कभी खेली
adorable
नहीं
Moo Bloom. I hear they may come with a new flower, the Buttercup. And I'm pretty sure they'll be best pals with
मैं फ्री में
these.
खेलता हूँ या फिर
Also from
पायरेट
Minecraft
मारता हूँ
Earth, the Glow
भाई
Squid.
देखो मेरी
As the
मैं ना
tiny
कई
trio
मेरी
will surely
50%
attest,
गेम्स ना
they sure are
फ्री है
distracting to look at.
50% गेम्स
The first voting poll
है,
is
okay?
now live on
है,
the Minecraft
है,
Twitter
कुछ ना कुछ
account.
है।
Make sure you're logged in.
पर कभी-कभी
go
मैं
to the
क्या
poll
करता हूँ मैं
right now
कभी-कभी
and
गेम
click
को
the mob you want to
मारता
win.
हूँ
We'll
वो
check
मारता
back
हूँ
in
okay?
before we
और उसके
start
बाद
the
अगर मुझे वो
second
गेम
and final
मास्टरपीस
poll.
लगती है मैं उसे
Now,
अल्टीमेटली
though,
खरीद
I'd like to welcome Laura to my desk to talk about the dungeoniest Minecraft game
सही
ever,
कहा आइस लॉन्चर इज
Minecraft
फैंटम
Dungeons.
2.0
Hello, Laura.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Very excited that you're here.
Nice.
So, what do you do at Mojang Studios?
I am a game designer,
dance,
which
dance,
means
dance,
I am the one that gets
dance.
to decide how difficult the bosses are. So
Okay.
I'm sorry about that one.
She do
People
dance
blame
in
me for
Mojang
that.
Studio
I think people
dance
will
करती
blame
है
you for
Mojang
that.
Studio में
That's okay.
While I have you here on
Dance
the
around
stage,
Mojang Studio.
which mob are you voting for?
I think if I don't say I am voting for the Iceologer, my team will kill me. So, but it's an amazing mob. It brings a lot of fun to dungeons, and I think it will bring a lot of fun to
मैंने
Minecraft
कहा
as
था
well.
ज्यादातर लोग इसको
I
सपोर्ट
figured
करेंगे
you would say that, but I had to ask.
मुझे
So
पता ही
tell
था
me about the launch of Dungeons this year.
Oh wow, that was quite the ride.
नहीं
It
यार,
was such
आज
a
event
crazy
देखना
launch.
है।
I don't think anybody in the team
उधर मुझे
expected
जाना बहुत
to
छेती
ever
event
release a game from home. So we were all sitting in this like massive Teams call and like sharing streams with each other and sharing videos and comments from players, and
New boss
it
चाहिए,
was
new boss
very
लेना
good.
चाहिए।
It was
देखते हैं
fun
भाई।
in a different way.
What
कभी
would
ना
you
कभी
say was
weather
your
भी नहीं होता
favorite
था
thing
Minecraft में।
from the
वो भी
release?
डाल दिया इन्होंने
I think it was how people came together to play the game. It was very fun to see parents like show their children dungeon crawlers and children show their parents Minecraft. I don't know, it was very nice to see everyone just sit together and play and enjoy.
That sounds wonderful.
Yes.
Well, let's take a look at what the community has done with what's come out so far.
Yeah.
Cannot actually believe that we like got close to the end and it was like, nope,
Well, time to be blown up by more creepers. They absolutely.
2 minute camera off.
Oh yeah, Tom, you're welcome to join actually.
Among Us में कभी ना कभी खेलूंगा, टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. Bye bro, okay, bye.
So the Village Merchant, a really cool merchant, simple, straightforward items, and definitely a nice addition to the game, a good replacement for the Wandering Trader. Now let's go check in with our friend the Blacksmith here. This is definitely something that I'm looking forward to because this is one of the coolest things that has possibly come to the game.
मैंने अभी actually Minecraft Dungeons खेला नहीं है. मैं क्यों नहीं खेला?
Oh boy, oh boy. All right. I see what's going on here.
Väldigt bra! Ha! Smätsuit! Hör du? Vänta tills jag har min raket du! Du ska få spö då! Nu jäklar ska ni få spö! Skya!
Stop killing the pandas, you monster! Stop killing the pandas!
Oh, we have to save our villagers! Our villagers right there! You are free, villager!
You must find the caravan of other villagers.
मुझे actually Dungeons क्यों नहीं खेलना मुझे पता नहीं है. मैंने install मार रखा है कब से मैंने खेल ही नहीं रहा.
자, 크리퍼까지 깼고 늪지, 목장, 협곡, 레드스톤, 광산? 여기 거의 끝판대장급 아니야?
Holy smokes! Boom! You right?
Yeah. I put my
Oh,
look! There's a pig! Kill the pig! Get the pig!
Oh no!
Red!
Oh god!
That looks so fun.
Yeah, it's so cool to see people have fun with the game.
And it's fun to play and watch.
मुझे Game Pass के साथ में मिला.
so
मैंने Game Pass खरीदा
This
50
week,
रुपए
you also had another launch.
100 games मिली उसके
this
अंदर.
month it's
बहुत
been
बढ़िया.
a crazy month.
Hello
Like
की
we
पूरी
haven't
collection
stopped
मिल गई. Hello
doing
की.
things. I feel we
खेला
released
मुझे
first the
ठीक
Creeping
ठाक लगी.
Winter
Hello.
together with our new merchants and the
उसका
new
मैंने
daily
सुना था
trials,
craze
which
बहुत
was
है, पर
awesome. I
कुछ
hope
इतनी
everyone
मजेदार
loved
नहीं
it.
थी. Hello.
We launched for xCloud, so now people can play on mobile, which is so fun. I really like that. And this week we just launched in China, so now we get to welcome our Chinese friends to the community, and I am super happy about that.
That's really exciting. Well, now we have a question from the community for you.
Right.
ということで私から質問です。マインクラフトダンジョンズをリリースされてから開発者が想定していなかったファンの反応やゲームの仕様などありましたでしょうか。またマインクラフトダンジョンズの今後について教えてください。今後どのようなコンテンツがリリースされるのでしょうか。ぜひ教えてください。よろしくお願いします。
Okay, he kind of snuck 2 questions into that.
Yes, but they were great questions, and thank you for sending them. Regarding the first question, I think we were very excited to see how fast people found the secret mushroom level. Like, I was very confused about it as well, because we had worked very hard on making it very secretive and having little snippets of things everywhere, but players are so smart. They found it so fast. So if you haven't played the mushroom level, go check it out because it's very fun.
And the second question?
Right. So that's what we are here to talk about today. We're going to talk about our upcoming DLC that we prepared with our friends at Double 11, and that's called the Howling Peaks. So we're going to the mountains with dungeons as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Why don't we take a look at some live gameplay?
Yeah, let's check it out. We are very lucky today that we have 4 members of the Dungeons team with us. Here's Mariana at the Nintendo Switch. Hello. Here's Chris at the PC. Here's David at the PlayStation 4.
PlayStation
and
team.
At the
Team
Xbox
PlayStation.
One, we have Annika.
Xbox
so
team. Xbox
we get to
30,
show you here for the first time cross-play, which we're very excited about. So people can play together from everywhere.
That's exciting.
And yeah, that's our first look at the mountains biome coming to dungeons.
Already I see a goat right there.
Oh yeah, we're so happy. We asked the Minecraft team if we could bring goats to dungeons, and they said yes. So we get to release them a bit first in dungeons, so we're super excited about that. They're equally as mischievous.
So I see a lot of wind coming out of these grates.
Yes. Wind is a mechanic that we're going to explore a lot in the mountains missions.
Actually ना मेरे पास ना PS3 2013 का था तो तब तो 30,000 का था आजकल मिल जाएगा 5,000 से 10,000 के बीच में.
But at the same time you'll be able to use it to solve puzzles, push items and open doors and stuff like that. So yeah.
यार मैं मोबाइल गेम्स का खेलता.
Right.
Yes,
so
ice
our
lodger,
mountains
Mo
biomes
bloom,
are so
glowing
tall
squid.
that the
Excellent.
player will need to find new ways to traverse the levels. So that's a mountain lift, and there's gonna be full of
किसको
like
किया
these
जाए
little
vote?
contraptions all
Mo
around.
bloom, ice lodger या glow
That
squid
seems
को?
like a really fun new mechanic.
Yes. Yeah, the goats are
Glow
all
squid.
around, and you need to be careful with them.
दोनों
'cause
tie
they-
कर रहे हैं लाल.
Yes, they're really
Glow
gonna
squid
push
and
you out
ice
of the edge
lodger
if you're
दोनों के
not too
दोनों tie
careful.
कर रहे हैं literally.
So leave the goats alone.
Yes,
Literally.
leave the goats alone. That's very important. And as you'll see
खेलना
in a
नहीं पहले
bit,
देता है
the
Minecraft
isologers
देता
that
है
you
भाई
can
गुड
find
नाइट
in
गुड
this
नाइट
mission
मैं भी
and
बहुत
in all
सोहनी
the
लग गया मैं
mountains
वोट
missions
करता
are
है जेड़ा
very
मेरा
ready
काम
for
सी
the
में कर
weather,
देता है
so they are wearing their
तो
little
इसलिए
cozy
मैं भी सोहनी
clothes
लग
and they're
गया
wind
मैं जेड़ी
resistant,
चीज़ वेट
which
कर
means
रही
that
होगी
while the player will be challenged by the wind, the isologers won't.
Oh, what are these?
These are new mobs called the wind callers, and that's a Ravager coming for the first time to Minecraft Dungeons. That's another Minecraft mob that we get to welcome. They're
So-
quite sturdy.
What do the wind callers do?
Right, the wind callers spawn a draft of wind right under the player, and they push the player up, so the player gets fall damage.
Okay.
It's very important to deal with them quick or run away because they're gonna be painful to combat otherwise.
Well, they're doing a pretty good job against these wind callers.
Yes, our adventurers are strong.
Okay,
Ooh.
now there are 3 Ravagers.
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting one. But so far, I can see that all the consoles are working very neatly together. We're super happy about that. It's been progressing very nicely, and we hope everyone can soon play together. Oh, that was an isologer. I wanted to say, like, that's my favorite mob, but you know, it
But
went
it
too
didn't stay
fast.
around too long.
Yes.
All right, we're leading up to this big Ravager battle.
Yes. But I think we can
Yeah,
let our
interesting, I
adventurers deal with the Ravagers.
Not very well.
No.
dislikes देते
Yeah.
कितने lol
So,
dislikes भी
with
stream
all
nice.
of this, you also have a new game mode coming.
Yeah, the game mode is coming very, very soon,
कौन
and it's
सा?
going to be for all the players for free, and that's called Apocalypse Plus, which means that we're making the game just, you know, harder a bit at a time. Yeah.
When you
we're
call
excited.
something Apocalypse, it sounds very hard.
Yeah, and Apocalypse Plus means that it gets even harder. So hopefully players get to find new challenges, and we found different ways to tweak the balance so the challenge is different every time.
But, okay, that's a lot of stuff. You're working on even more new things for Dungeons.
We're working on a ton of stuff. I feel we've been so busy. It's crazy. But yeah, we have today a little video with a lot of work in progress. Work in progress, though.
Very work in
Yes.
मुझे नहीं देखना
But yeah, I think
मैं
we
बस
should
वोट करने
look at the
आया था मैंने
video.
वोट
Wait,
कर
that's
दिया
my line.
मैंने वोट कर दिया मैं वोट करने आया था
sorry.
लॉल अब मैं जा रहा हूँ इसलिए ओके प्री अल्फा डीएलसी सोल्ड सेपरेटली मैं इस फुटेज को देख के जाता हूँ एक्चुअली अच्छा है मैं एक्चुअली खरीदने नहीं वाला सॉरी मेरे पास है एक्चुअली माइनक्राफ्ट डंजन्स वैसे अच्छी दिखती है यार माइनक्राफ्ट डंजन्स एज कंपेयर टू माइनक्राफ्ट नॉर्मल वाली ये अपोकलिप्स है क्या ओके तो खतरनाक 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 पानी के अंदर जल्दी मर जाएगा ये तो ओ Minecraft Dungeons, okay.
One of my favorite things we do at Mojang Studios is Minecraft
Dance,
Education Edition. Students around the world are able to learn in exciting and interactive ways using the
Okay.
game as a learning-based.
ओके थैंक यू पर मैं जो करने आया था वो मैंने कर लिया है मैं वोट करने आया था मैंने वोट कर दिया है तो अब मेरा पर्पस फुलफिल हो चुका है इस लाइव स्ट्रीम में लॉल तो अब कुछ और देखते हैं एक्चुअली वैसे तो मैं अब सोने जा रहा हूँ अभी सोनी के कुछ नए ये लीक्स आए हैं सामने मैं वो देखना चाहता था मुझे गेम के लीक्स नहीं चाहिए, पर कह रहा है कि UI जो PlayStation का UI है उसका लीक आ गया है, तो मैं देखता हूँ। अनकन्फर्म्ड, ओके। ना कितना गंदा बना रखा है ना अपना ये। एक्चुअली चल पड़ यार, कितना गंदा है यार इंटरनेट चल रहा। स्ट्रीम भी साल में चल रही है ना, पर UI आया है तो कह रहे हैं कि वो लीक है, तो मैं देखूंगा उस लीक को, दिखाऊंगा एक्चुअली मैं कभी ना कभी। तो अभी तो मैं जा रहा हूँ यार स्ट्रीम को एंड करने, बिकॉज मैं वोट करने आया था, मैंने ग्लोइंग उसको कर दिया स्क्विड को। तो अब तो मैं जा रहा हूँ यार, अब मुझे सोना है। यस, अब मुझे सोना है। तो गाइस आई विल सी यू नेक्स्ट लाइव स्ट्रीम जो कि होने वाली आउटलास्ट 2 की, एंड तब तक के लिए गुड बाय बाय।
Oh, you make me wanna talk back to you. Say it like that. If I hate you, then find someone new. Baby, but you know I never will. No, so I choke you down just like a pill. Choke you down